You are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Now, where did we leave off? Ah, yes. In search of a relic to counter Fafnir, the party decided to seek the Storm King's castle. After traveling to Trollforge, they met up with the kindly troll Pilgrim once again, and Val and Zephyr set a watch for the magical cloud that they sought.
So I want to throw something else into the mix, and it's something that I've been heated for a very long time. I've been waiting my turn.
No, wait. No, next episode. Sorry.
Are you all familiar with the N64 controller debate?
Yes.
It's so awesome.
Everybody's talking about it and how horrible of a design it is.
There's a debate going on about it right now?
Well, no, not like currently. It's just like it's recognized as one of the worst controllers in the world.
It's
controversial.
Rough,
but
like
here's the thing. It is actually one of the smartest, most influential designs in the world because it was made in an age where 3D gaming was just coming out. So Nintendo was like, we need to make a controller that people are used to, aka the left and right sides, but we need to put a joystick in there so that they can use it if they need it, aka the middle handle. They weren't expecting you to use all three handles at the same time. They were expecting you to be able to switch between the two because not everybody knew how to make games that use the joystick.
Yeah, no. I honestly never... I after the NES, I switched to the N64. So I grew up with the N64 controller, and you learn how to use it. You really do.
But everybody is like, this is the stupidest idea. Why don't they just give it two handles and then you could use it all at the same time? Or I'm supposed to have three hands to do everything? No.
It's because everything's stupid in retrospect.
So, and here's another thing and another mark for Nintendo. And I don't play a lot of Nintendo stuff anymore, but here's another mark for Nintendo. The GameCube. Honestly, the GameCube controller was like the
I love the
basis
controller.
for
Very
a lot
nice.
of controllers going forward. I think either way, either PlayStation or Xbox is a different branch off of the GameCube controller.
It also looked pretty sweet.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the first system that used discs.
They were so tiny.
And it was so cheap, too. The system was like $70, I think,
I didn't have
on
one.
launch. Man, we need to go back
I
to
have
those times.
so many hours on GameCube.
As a point of order, the PlayStation 1 actually came out 6 years before the GameCube.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
PlayStation 1 was the first system to use, the first console
Yeah.
to use discs.
So the history of that, if I remember right, is Sony was going to partner with Nintendo to make a system that had discs, but Nintendo was like, that's stupid. And Sony's like, bet. And we never
Fair.
looked back.
That happens a lot.
Fair. For whatever reason, I thought it was GameCube, but no. Okay, PlayStation.
I could be wrong about that. It's been forever since I've looked at
And
it.
now
No,
they're
you're
throwing
right.
discs away.
No, we should go back to discs.
I like discs.
We should go to Blu-rays. They're probably the best.
Speaking of going back to things, last episode you guys all went back to Trollforge.
I forgot we were doing this.
What are we here for?
You forgot we were recording an actual episode.
Everyone got so into talking about controllers.
I was sitting over here laughing at all of you. I just want you to know that.
That is fair.
I've never been able to use that soapbox before, so
It's a fun soap.
Trollforge.
Lol.
We're going to go ahead and just pick things up right where we left them, starting with Val and Zephyr hanging out outside Trollforge, the crisp summer mountain air. Val's got her easel out. I forget, were you painting the scenery or were you working on your project?
I'm working on the project.
What race am I again? I've completely forgotten this.
You're a fetchling.
Fetchling.
I need to see
Sorry.
how well Fetchling's skin does in the sun. Because I don't know if it burns or if it tans.
It won't burn.
They're shadow people. You're fine.
Well, I'm in the sun, so there's no shadow.
It's not. You're not a vampire.
You get warm.
I should not Google Fetchling tanning.
Fetching tan.
So right now it looks like what she's doing is she's working on the mural that was in the temple, which I guess Saphir probably wouldn't have seen. But it's a lot much bigger than she normally works on anything. And she's like sketching kind of out what she wants what needs to look like so she doesn't forget. So she's got like little Valkyries she's sketching in, and like filling in all the terrain and details and such.
So when did you get into painting? I thought you were the musical type.
I've always done lots of painting and such. My face paints, which she motions to her face paints, which normally on her left side she's got like the music notes all over her face, and on the right side she's got the like fan of feathers that block up her tattoo. It's like all like blotched and like faded at this point. She has not been keeping up with it, so you can like see her tattoo normally. And she's like, "What do you mean? I do this stuff all the time."
Well, that's a little bit different. I mean, that's your face, not a. I mean,
My armor.
It's not flat. I've never seen you painting on a flat surface, I guess.
I like to. I do a lot of music, though. Yes, you're right. Well, so when I was, remember I talked to you about chatting briefly with Barzak and then Pharasma, and then Barzak went through a painting back into the Deadlands?
Let's pretend that you did, because it's been a lot in the last couple of weeks.
Okay, so that happened in the chapel. I went back to the temple, and I tried to open a way in to the Deadlands so I could talk to Barzak, because he seemed like he wanted me to find him. And this little piece here began rippling like I could go through it, but it's not complete or full, so I'm trying to recreate it to make essentially an entrance into the Deadlands, into the Boneyard Forest. And she motions to one of the corners. There's like 10% of this painting has scraps like taped on.
That's actually pretty neat. I've never really... Art is weird.
Isn't it?
It'd be the representation of, someone's mind, but never thought it would be transport.
That's the beauty of art, isn't it? It can be so many different things.
So you're trying to recreate it in the way that it was?
Yeah, I think I need to make it exactly the same. So I'm relying on a really good memory, and hopefully Shailen will continue to guide me through it.
Well, if you need any materials, I guess I could... I don't know why I'm offering, but it just feels like the right thing to do. I guess I could help a little.
All right, thanks. That'd be great. I have as much as I can have, but I could always use some more stuff. There's like a cliff nearby, right?
Yeah.
Val, don't do it.
Fear! Oh.
Val is gonna go, and she's like, "Here, come with me for a second." And she's gonna walk over to the edge of the cliff.
Zephyr gets up off his blanket, and it just kind of back into his cloak. And
The blanket just sucked into your cloak?
Yep.
On its own?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's part of my shadow.
It was a shadow blanket. I don't know if I like that.
Don't worry
That's
about
creepy.
it. Don't worry about it. It's where I get my blankets. He joins you on wherever you're standing.
So she's looking off. The wind is blowing nicely, and she's just like, one thing I really like about art is you can take all these ideas and these concepts, these other places, and kind of make them reality around. That piece over there, you see those Valkyries flying about look very free and strong. And I don't know, I'm trying to find a bit of that for myself lately.
Freedom. Or a mixture of things.
A mixture
Which
of
one?
things. I mean, I've always been looking for freedom, and I thought I had part of it, and I realized... Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
What was that?
I tried to hold it
The
in.
Sky
Troll
King?
in the Trollforge.
Just hear Alward massively sneezing from inside.
But after I talked with Cornelius a bit after everything, and it really showed me just how little he's ever really cared about anything.
Hmm? What do you mean? I thought you were good friends or whatever.
No, I was just an ends to a means for him. I still have this, and she pulls out the chalice. He wanted it back. That's all he cared about. But, I don't know, it didn't feel right giving it back.
Zephyr is kind of still a bit stunned at the fact that you said he was a means to an end, and
Well,
kind of shakes.
so he treated me as a means to an end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he kind of shakes his head and just looks at the chalice and be like, is that, that's the one that, what's his name? Not Einar. Arid. We did something with,
Yeah, I
was busy at the time.
I think Arid's in here.
So that's not, your father's.
No, it's different. I checked it over. It's not the same thing. I don't know what to do with it right now. But I don't really trust anyone right now.
Well, for what it's worth, you can trust me.
She tosses the chalice back to like her work pack. It like lands softly and nice. And she's like, I really want to trust you, Zephyr. And she steps off of the cliff. And she starts going up a bit as her wings like pop out and her wings on her feet are going.
Excuse me?
Will you trust me in this? And then she reaches her hand down to you while kind of floating away.
Well, I guess I will. And he reaches out and grabs your hand.
All right. And then we fall. And then pop up, kind of just flying up over some of the lower clouds. It's just like, you can see the tops of mountains and like just clouds everywhere. Presumably not the castle we're looking for, but and she's just like, I feel I haven't done this before.
Zephyr is breathing very heavily, and he goes, me neither.
I'm sorry, are you alright?
I'm 3 feet.
It's okay. She'll just move you bridal style. I think that's the best way to hold a friend.
That's all you get out of me.
So it kind of looks for a minute. Knowing that he's freaking out right now, she takes just a brief moment to kind of really take in where she is, and she feels that kind of rush she's looking for with some like the freedom, with the power. And she's like, in her mind it clicks. She's like, okay. And then she flies us back down and lands us back on the edge of the cliff where we were. And she's like, that was it. That's what I needed. Now I know exactly how to paint it.
He kneels on the ground and just kind of looks at it.
Are you all right? Are you all right, Zephyr?
I'll be all right. That was...
Sorry, was that too sudden? Should I have given you a little more forewarning?
No, it was quite interesting.
I wanted to know what these Valkyries in the painting were feeling when they're flying around here. You know, so much of art and it's storytelling, and it's all about that feeling that you get, and I hadn't felt quite that before.
Val?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever put my life in someone else's hands like that before.
Well, it's an honor to be the first, I guess.
I thank you for taking care of me.
I always do my... I say this with Abby next to me. I always do my best to take care of my friends. And I knew she was going to look at me just like that and shoot me in the face just like that when I said it. But it's true. No matter what she thinks, it was for the best.
No, it was not. You can believe what you want to believe. I'm still mad at you.
Do you need to sit back down? Are you all right?
I think I'm better than I have been.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to really talk a lot lately, Zephyr.
Zephyr. You know, you're still allowed to call me Zephyr.
I used to have a name, and I changed it. I was Hertha, and now I'm Val. I understand. When you change a name, it means something, you know? I want to respect that and call you Zephyr for that new step you took in your life.
A change, a new life, a new method of living. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm proud of you for deciding not to make money killing people anymore.
It's still a weird transition. I will admit. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing at this point. Obviously, I do still kill things, not out of money, you know.
Yeah, I know. The script kills people. I'm not always very thrilled about it, though.
So are we supposed to kill this Cloud King thing that...
I'd rather not kill him, but if he's still in there and has that crown himself, maybe, just maybe, he would be willing to help us against Fafnir. Fafnir is a threat to everyone, not just us. He'd threaten them as well.
I'm still getting used to allowing myself to trust people.
And I'm getting used to not trusting people as much either.
At this point, though, I don't know if I trust whoever this is to just hand it over.
That's a fair point. And there's a chance he might not stick. If he says yes, you never know what he might try and play in the back end, but certainly would make things easier if more people played ball against the giant monster.
That's true. And I hope more people will work with us, hopefully. Hopefully the message going around the areas will help us complete our goals without too much impedance.
Cornelius had told me that I was destined to be, a grand hero, a slayer of monsters. And I know now that he was lying just to manipulate me. But I still feel like that's something Pharasma has for me. And this Fafnir, I think this is what I've been waiting for,
I'm sorry he said those things to you. Even if he was saying them to manipulate or to get you to do stuff, which is, what manipulation is, I also believe that you are destined for great things. I believe we all are. You found a group of people that seem to have bigger things ahead of them.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm always just a little scared that there's just nothing waiting for it.
There's something. There's always something.
Yeah.
And he pulls his blanket back out of his cloak and just kind of waves it a little bit, and then he finds a nice shady spot under a tree. But for now, since we're waiting, I should probably relax. It's been a lot.
At that moment, you hear the shrill cry of an eagle pierce through the air, and you become aware of the sounds of a lot of people shouting and screaming run, run!
Oh boy.
And with that, we're going to pivot and see what's been going on inside Trollforge during this conversation. Pilgrim is standing over his anvil with some fine, delicate tools on a table nearby, and laid on the anvil is Uver's atmospheric staff, as it seems like Pilgrim is doing a little bit of tinkering, making some adjustments to the staff as Uver looks on. It wouldn't be too hard to improve its attunement capability. I'll just need to make some adjustments here. Won't take more than an hour or two.
You say that as if it is the easiest thing in the world. Explain it to me.
It's hard to put into words. I'm not really that good with words. I'm more good with things and making things with my hands. But it's sort of like if the project itself, say the staff, has a way of what it wants to be, and you just have to coax it out and just help it be what it wants to become. Does that make sense?
As a matter of fact, it does.
Oh, well, that's good then.
Is that how your teacher taught it to you?
I didn't have a teacher. Sort of self-taught. Learned it myself just with practice.
You know, Pilgrim, at least in my memory growing up, I was around many, many, many craftsmen, as you can imagine, in my home city. And not to brag, but dwarves are kind of known for their work.
Oh, yes, renowned.
The way you work and the things that you have made, they stand on the same pedestal as those craftsmen that I have seen.
Well, that is a high compliment.
And you said you are self-taught.
Well, sometimes somebody happens across a knack. I've got a talent for it. I suppose I've got a talent for smithing.
You know, there are many, many talents in this world, Pilgrim. Many things that you can pick up and learn how to do. For instance, learning how to sing, learning how to whittle wood, or carve beautiful sculptures. Learning how to mold metal, to weave magic to control the pathways. That takes a particular kind of skill, Pilgrim. A particular set of not just knowledge or talent, but also tools and, more often than not, tutelage or something similar. I don't know your past, Pilgrim, but I know you are very unique.
Well, I do appreciate that, and well, would you look at that? It's done. And he hands your staff back to you.
You know, as he grabs it and he feels perhaps the magic not only just flows better because it's upgraded, but as if it's a greater attunement, nothing added mechanically.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh. 33.
Uver, you have
43.
Oh.
That's a little different, Sven.
Sorry.
Forgot to carry the one.
Yeah.
43. Yeah, okay. Sure. Yep. Just FYI, that would be enough to pass a level 21 check.
I have plus 24 in Arcana, and I rolled a 19.
Amazing.
So, what you were going to learn with your previous success, you've been familiar with atmospheric staffs and staves of this quality. So you know what alterations you were expecting him to make. It's not something that you have the skill to do on the road with your tools, but you know what alterations you were anticipating. None of those seem to have been made on the staff, but with your magical attunement, you can tell its power has been expanded and it will function the way that you expect it to. But like you were expecting a gem to be added here and maybe a sigil put on there. None of that has been made, but there's been like different, like an engraving here, and there is a twist on the end of this post on there, and it's just completely different alterations that, as far as you can tell, have the same end result. With a critical success, however, as you look a little bit closer, you realize that various portions of the magical sigils and gemstones and such that you would expect to find on a staff have actually been removed while he's working on it. The staff itself becoming more, for lack of a better word, inert, even as its magical capacity has expanded. Almost as if he upgraded your staff by using an entirely different branch of crafting.
As he's grabbed that staff and he feels the upgraded power as he would expect, the greater attunement, but then he further sends his magic into it in order to kind of bind it to himself, and he feels the pathways changed and how you described, where it doesn't go where he expects it. He feels it go to those different sigils, the bend up here, it collecting here, even though there isn't necessarily a stone there, where the very essence of the staff, how it breathes the magic, being different. And as he closes his grasp on that staff, he looks up at Pilgrim, a look of knowing. He doesn't say anything, but an idea goes through his head. Maybe he goes and he grabs like a clay block or a soft stone or metal, and he takes a tool and he starts carving onto it, adding decorative swirls or what have you around the edges. But in the center, in broad but clear strokes, he writes something. And he goes to Pilgrim and he lays it on the anvil. Here, both as a small thank you and perhaps a good descriptor, as he reveals what was carved onto it was the rune that says teacher.
Pilgrim looks at the rune for a little bit, then looks up at Uver and says, with the most obvious lie on his face ever, I have no idea what that is. But you can see, like, the pride all over his face of just, like, he's overjoyed.
And you upgraded the staff exactly as I imagined you would, as answering in the same way he spoke.
That's good then, Mr. Uver. Was there anything else I can help you with?
No, Pilgrim. Thank you.
Just as that conversation is ending, though, you also hear from outside just the massive shriek of an eagle and just some muffled voices and screaming. And we're going to go ahead and shift our perspective once more to see what's going on outside. As Val and Zephyr look up from what they were doing, and they see an eagle flying overhead. It seems to be at first like it's flying really low, but then it passes to where there would be some branches of trees between you, and you realize it's not flying low, it's actually flying really high, and it's really, really big.
Oh.
Just as this realization is dawning on you, 3 kobolds dash out of the trees and start making their way towards the Trollforge. One of them sees you and just screams, "Help! It's gonna eat us!" Roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Are just Val and Saphir rolling for initiative?
Anybody who is willing to get involved may roll for initiative.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know where I am right now.
If I was hanging out, just sitting in one of the treasure chests, how close is that to the door?
Pretty close to the
It's
door.
actually pretty close.
Actually, it's like 2 stride actions from the door.
Okay, so I can hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna roll.
Especially when they come in screaming.
It's not a bad roll.
All right. Zephyr.
Hold on. I just got my book back up. Book?
Then Uver.
I'm going to put myself in the back of initiative just because I think I would have the furthest to go towards the action.
Alward.
Holy frick, that's a big bird.
Wherever I am, I have 38 because I foregoed my initiative to see the future.
Nice.
I'm sorry. This pawn picture you have, it's got a mammoth in its feet.
Sure.
Oh, no.
I told you, it's a big, big bird.
Holy crap-a-moly.
Takes up 16 squares.
Val, what's your initiative?
27.
Neros.
26.
And Zephyr.
I believe 36.
All right. So our initiative will begin with Alward, who's in the forge with...
Uver and Pilgrim?
Yes. I moused over his pawn and it said troll.
You heard that whole conversation.
I was not aware at the time. I'm
Now
sorry.
you know.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
It's
The
not
other
even a
half
battle in this
begins
case.
now. Alward, go.
Albert is going to pull out his own staff as one action. And then I'm going to cast Time Jump to move twice with one action and basically teleport out of the room. Each movement that I get is 35 feet. So however long 70 feet will take me.
You can get right to the door.
Oh, nice.
And you have visual on the big bird.
Okay. And then... Sure, I can only do it once a day. Hypercognition.
And how many recall knowledges does that give you?
6.
All right. What is your nature bonus?
Is bad. I know that. It's 16.
All right.
It's bad 16.
That is bad at this level. I'm only trained.
I have some things at 2.
I have some things that are 2 as well.
So it's not bad. That's bad. 2 is bad.
Well-
16's not bad.
I have some news.
Is it
The
bad?
curse continues.
Oh, no.
You've got 1 success.
Oh, right. Because it's not something you're built for.
You are aware that this is a rock.
Oh.
That's a big rock.
Rocks are pretty
I would call that a boulder.
This is a rock. It is a little bit smaller than the picture in the pawn. It's not exactly mammoth-sized. It's just a little smaller. It is a level 9 creature. Now, one thing that you notice as you're standing there hypercogniting it, you notice that it has a leather leash wrapped around one of its claws and an old ragged leather hood that seems to be mostly torn off.
Why is this someone's pet? Why is this a
Storm.
trained
What
bird?
if it belongs to the Storm Giants?
That's terrifying.
You have one question.
Why is this a pet?
Is that your question?
No, that's not useful. Weaknesses?
It has no weaknesses.
Oh, we're doomed. But no, that is my turn. That's 3 actions.
All right. It is now the rock's turn. At this point, it flies to catch up with the kobolds, and it's going to try to swoop down and pick up one of the kobolds.
No! Wait till they're closer to me so I can defend them.
And with that, it does actually succeed in grabbing one of the kobolds.
Oh, no.
And with its final action, it starts flying away and is now passing over the top of Val and Zephyr, carrying the kobold in its talons. It's
Whoa.
about 30 feet up.
Wow.
No, it can't get that high. Hold on. 20 feet up.
Nice.
And it is Zephyr's turn.
Numbers and die amounts. You're gonna have to give me a minute. Actually, no. I'll just do this because if I don't hit, I don't have to take anything out. So as this is happening, if you were not already distracted by the giant bird, you would look over to Zephyr, who now, as you can tell, only has one arrow in his quiver, and he grabs it and shoots it.
Nice.
Did you guess that?
Are you using Spell Strike?
Spell Strike, yes.
What
It's,
spell are you using?
It is Frostbite.
Ooh.
Ooh, shitty.
And let's see. I hate big numbers. 32.
That's a hit.
Awesome. Okay. I mean, not awesome because now I have to pull out 74s.
Good luck.
I wrote it down, but I forgot to tell you. I need a Fortitude DC, Fortitude roll.
Ooh. What is your DC?
29.
Regular success.
Regular success. I don't know what that means.
They'll have the damage of the
Does it still take full damage from the arrow?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That was my... Oh, nice. So 3 piercing, but 6 fire. Because that was my red die. And then 20 halved to 10 of the frostbite.
All right. So a total of 19 damage, all said and done. And you've got 1 action left.
I'm going to go ahead and recharge.
All right. It is now one of the kobold's turns. It's going to use its entire turn to just run.
Oh, for what it's worth, I was aiming at its leg things where the legs attach.
Aiming for the drumsticks.
Yeah, the drumsticks.
All right. One of the kobolds makes it safely inside the forge. Val, it is your turn. You are 20 feet beneath this rock.
Okay, let me ask you a serious question here.
Yes.
How do I free this kobold? Could I just grab it out of his foot and contest?
In this scenario, I would allow you to essentially make the escape check for the kobold. So you could do that as either an athletics check to open the talons or an unarmed attack to try to bash and force it to open.
Okay. So Val is just going to immediately just take off straight up because her wings are still out. And then she is going to try and pry open the talons to free this little kobold fella.
All right, give me that athletics check.
Here's this fancy dancy hero point. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
And I don't think that was going to be helpful for anyone. 35.
That is a success. Yippee! Now, I will let you, as a free action, catch the kobold, or you can just let the kobold drop the 20 feet.
I'm going to catch the kobold.
Man, that's such a hard question.
Presumably the kobold would survive the fall.
I don't want him to be hurt. So I'm going to grab him, and then I'm just going to kind of whistle like a song, kind of like a song tune. And then Sigrun is going to fly up and just go for it, attacking the rock.
All right.
She's going to peck at it. Oh my goodness, my die.
Dice are a fickle thing.
A natural 20
I'm witness.
with a named character.
The bird gets a nat 20.
We didn't anticipate people to roll nat 20s.
I also didn't
We never
anticipate to
anticipate that.
kill things.
Sure, it's been so long since we've gotten these decks out.
It's been 84 years.
Pardon me as I draw the first card off the top.
Believe in the heart of the card, Hugh.
Pierced. The target is slowed 1 until the end of its next turn.
Amazing!
Nice.
As she pecks right into his eye.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Sigrun, look at you.
Wow.
Alright. Total of 28 damage.
Wow. Wow.
That's doubled already.
All right.
Woo!
And that would be the end of Val's turn. So, Neros, you are up.
I'd like to get up to the door, at least.
So with 2 stride actions, you run up right next to Alward, the two of you just in the doorway now.
Hi, Alward.
Hi. Is this a good time to mention that thing's a pet?
That's a problem. So I only have 1 action left.
Yes.
Charm it, charm it.
Magic missile.
Hey!
The true blue friend. Force barrage.
Ooh. 6 damage.
Ooh.
That's really good for a magic missile.
6 damage.
Isn't that max?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
1d4 plus 1 plus 1.
+1/+1. Oh, because she's a sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's I always forget. That's so cool.
It is now the kobold that is in Val's arms' turn.
I've got you, my friend. It's like angelically and like gliding down with him.
He just looks over at you and he's like, I knew I'd go to the halls of Valhalla in honor. Pulls out a crossbow and tries to shoot the rock. I'm going to tell you right now, his odds are not good. Yeah, that's a critical miss.
You're a grand warrior, but the halls of Valhalla will have to wait a bit longer for your soul.
And he reloads his crossbow. And spends his last action to continue being carried by you. Rules are rules. And then
I'm gonna knock him out.
next up is the other Kobold Scout who also runs into the Trollforge. So the only Kobold still in danger, well, still at risk, is the one that Val is holding. And Uber, it's your turn.
Well, warp step. I gain a +5 status bonus to my speed, and I stride twice.
That'll get you here. You're about...
And I see out the door.
You can see out of the door, but you cannot see the rock.
Can I see Val?
No. You can see, like, this corner of the wall.
Well, move me to the door. Okay.
You can go a little bit further if you want to step out of the door.
I can do that, yeah.
Okay. Now you can see everything.
Shoves past Alward, and that's all my turn.
If it's any consolation, I did balance this combat with the expectation that it would take the 3 of you an entire round to get out here.
Thank you.
Alward, it's your first full turn. You're standing in the doorway with 3 actions. Are you ready to rock?
This whole time, every time you say it's The Rock or The Rock, I just think of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's all I'm imagining. Is him with the hawk blinders on.
Amazing.
What can I say except you're welcome?
I'm trying to figure out.
But
Have you even seen that movie?
I have.
Oh, okay.
that's a shocker.
It wasn't my choice. We were on a road trip.
We were on a road trip.
Oh yes, my favorite road trip movie.
I'm trying to think about how to ask this question, because this thing is clearly a pet.
It does seem to be one, yes.
So essentially, I want to know what would keep it as a pet and the punishment in that society for us murdering this pet.
Because this is combat, I feel like this would be a recall knowledge check.
Yeah, I know that.
This would be a society would be the skill.
I would love to make that
Yeah. What's your society bonus?
really high. You probably don't even. I'm a master. I have the pluses to it, so it's a 24.
Well, 24 with what I have rolled here.
I swear, if you rolled a 2,
Yeah.
I don't like.
Meets it, beats it.
I don't believe you.
For a crit.
Sure.
With all that you've heard, with all that you've read, with all that you've seen, with all that you know, Alward, you're convinced that this is, as Sam suggested, a rock that came from the Storm King's castle. However, the frayed end of the leather leash on its leg and the tattered condition of the hood leads you to believe that no one has been tending to this creature for some time, and it's actually broken free and is just kind of on the loose now.
Would I have any reason to believe it would take us to the storm? Like if we followed it, would it go back home?
With your familiarity with how, kept, domesticated birds are kept, and with how they plug into society and your success on a nature check before, you do believe that if this thing were to be left to its own devices, it would probably just go back to the castle.
I think that's for my next little bit of I'm going to basically make everyone aware of that. Like, if we don't kill it, we might be able to follow it back to the castle. I don't know what to do with the rest of my turn.
So we just need to clap like right in its face to scare it away. Make it go home.
Yeah, just a real big clap.
I believe in fairies.
I do.
What is the size of this creature?
It's about 25 feet from
I
beak.
mean, is it large?
Oh,
or-
it's gargantuan.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm going to just move closer to Val and Zephyr. Yeah, right
Okay.
there. Perfect. And that will be my turn because I don't want to murder this thing if we can follow it.
Gotcha. So you move up within range of the action, but not within threat.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's the rock's turn. Boy, oh boy. This rock do want to do what I want to do.
But it won't. Because you don't
Sigrun's
always,
a big bird.
You don't do the things you want to do.
Sigrun's a big bird.
Yeah.
The rock is going to, like, snap at Sigrun with its beak.
That's rude. Yeah.
With a 29 to hit.
Meets it.
Ooh.
Meets it. Beats it. Bloop. Reaction. Repent or refuse.
I'm going to repent. I'm going to not bite Sigrun.
Ah.
So, starts to bite. Val's just like, don't! And the bird does not bite. Instead, the rock reaches out with its talons as its second action, taking map, of course, and attempts to grab Sigrun with a 28 against Sigrun's Fortitude DC.
With the -5.
Mm-hmm.
That meets it. Exactly. And with it being slowed 1?
Yes, so now that since it's slowed 1, it doesn't have a third action to use.
Okay.
So at this point, the rock has Sigrun grabbed in its talons. All right, Zephyr.
I think this will work. Paralyze.
Ah,
So I will need a will save.
I got a regular success.
Does that mean the target is stunned 1?
So it'll lose another action.
Cool. And then, should I do something flavorful?
Always.
So after hearing Alward yelling the thing about we could follow it, if you were looking at Zephyr, you would look and you would see that he only has one arrow in his quiver, and then he pulls it out and he shoots it towards the bird, but you see behind it a trail, like fiery trail behind it as he's casting Shooting Star with his focus spell. Is that 40? That's 40. Does that hit?
That is a crit.
So that's 6 piercing and 4 fire. Not critical or whatever.
Oh, so that then double that?
I guess so.
All right. And then what's the effect of the shooting star again?
So I really just did it for the flavor. The meteor trail hangs in the air, and it gives the benefit of concealment negation and cover reduction. But for me, it's just a good trail of telling me where the bird is.
Gotcha.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and take the kobolds who have escaped off of the tracker because they're inside. And it is Val's turn.
Now that I feel a little more comfortable at this height to just reach down and drop the kobold safely.
Yeah.
Maybe down the pole of my glaive. And then I'm going to try to pry the talons to let Sigrun out again. With a 35 again.
That's a success. So Sigrun is now free.
And then I will strike with my glaive.
All right.
Which I won't use my third action to fly. I will strike, so I'll fall to the ground here. But I'll be fine.
As a point of order, I would say that the first action you did of dropping the kobold, the most reasonable way to do that, unless you really don't want to do it, would be to fly a little bit lower and then as a free action just set him down and then fly back up, which would be a fly action.
Oh. Okay, then I can stay flying.
Makes sense to me.
And then I'll use a non-lethal attack.
Okay.
Because, if we knock it out, we can still make use of it later. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Again?
Sven, you got another crit card?
Take like 3 months off and
Goodness
Sam
gracious,
rolls
make me
rocks,
work
man.
over here.
I know. Well, someone's got to. This guy.
Pain and simple.
Pain.
Triple damage.
Oh!
Hey, that is pretty simple.
And it's pretty painful.
42.
Okay. Well, it's definitely bloodied.
And I'll move it 5 feet lower.
So now it's only 15 feet up.
Bam! Whacked it on the head.
All right, that is the end of Val's turn. So Neros, you are up.
How far away am I from this thing?
40 feet.
Can I move within 30, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And then I'm going to telekinetic projectile
All right.
the bird.
I believe in you.
That's a lot of dice.
23 damage. Bludgeoning.
All right, it is looking pretty beat up.
Be careful not to kill it.
It is now the Kobold Scout that
Oh,
Val set
no!
down on the ground.
Listen,
It
if
is
he
his turn.
kills it, I won't be mad. If he nat 20s and kills it, he's going to Valhalla.
Only
for
if he
sure.
nat 20 kills it.
His crossbow is loaded, so he's going to take a shot.
Don't forget his hero point.
He doesn't have a hero point.
He rolled the exact same thing as last time, a 7 on the die.
The number of perfection might as well be a nat 20.
He's going to retreat closer to the doors, so he's standing like right next to
He's not
Neros.
going to just reload and shoot
And
again.
he reloads.
Oh, boy!
It is Uber's turn.
Perfect.
He's now 35 feet away.
Cool. Move me within 30.
So just like 10 feet closer.
Pretty much that works, yeah. Here's the part where I'm not sure what I can do without outright trying to kill this thing.
Welcome to being a caster.
This might work. I needed to make a will save.
How does a nat 20 strike you?
I'm
Boo.
unfortunate.
I presume nothing happens to
Yep.
the rock.
Yep, nothing happens to the rock with a nat 20.
All right. Alward.
I need you to make a will save.
Oh. A regular success.
I don't think anything happens on regular success. Let me
She was
check.
very willful.
For a bird, yeah.
You would think.
Okay, so what I did was behold the weave. The target must commit to a single action that it will take at some point during its next turn. That action is now locked in and the creature must attempt it.
So I have to commit one action.
Yep.
Fly up.
I was doing this so I would know what it was going to do. I only have one action left. I can't... You know what? I'm going to cast Guidance on Neros, I guess. I don't know what she's planning, but I trust her. I always cast Guidance on Val. Val gets it too much.
Sorry, my gods love me.
Don't know why you'd cast it on her, but okay.
Because I don't know what you're doing, but I trust in your
I don't know what
plan.
I'm doing either.
I don't either. I just don't want to kill this thing.
It is now the rock's turn. It's going to spend its first action to fly up 30 feet into the air.
Darn.
Then turn south and fly 60 feet to the south, which takes it off the map.
Yay.
Does that mean it's over? Or does
We could just let it lead and follow.
Yeah.
If you choose to act, we can keep an initiative order. But if you'd like to just watch and see where it goes, we can leave initiative.
Hold. I'll follow a little ways, but slower. Keep my distance.
Okay.
Me and Sigrun will kind of move forward just to kind of, like if it looks for maybe easier prey, just to kind of keep an eye on it for just a little bit.
So as you all watch, the rock takes off and begins flying to the south. Val and Sigrun are kind of following behind just to make sure it doesn't terrorize anyone, but it does seem to be heading directly for a large cloud touching the top of a peak in the distance. And that's where we'll end today's episode.
We gonna find it.
And the hero point for today's episode goes to Sam. It was close between the three folks who had a cool roleplay scene at the beginning of the episode, but the tiebreak goes to Sam for the epic scene, the epicness of Val just wrenching the rock
Jaw-dropping
talons open.
intensity.
Like a true Disney princess.
Oh, that's two references in one.
Hey, thanks. This was wonderful, and I'm looking forward to going to see this Storm Giant Castle. I'm tired. It was a great con this weekend, Extremicon. It was excellent, but I'm very tired from it. But this is fun. Now I'm going to go have a nice day off and probably go to the zoo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice. Well, if you all are in the U.S., you are aware that it is coming up on Thanksgiving time. So jump into the Discord. Let us know what your favorite Thanksgiving food is.
Mine's rock.
I got a rock.
We found a big bird.
And if you have any recipes on how to roast a rock, let us know.
Roasted rock.
But until then, we will see you all in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Can you smell the rock cooking?
Excellent, Jacob. Excellent.
This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to give us some support by liking, commenting, and following. These things really do make a difference in getting the word out and helping our community grow. Also, make sure to check us out on Threads and check out the Discord server, where you can chat with other fans and discuss all the recent developments and happenings. Links to all these good things in the description below. The Written in the Lost is an original story that uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's fan content policy. Atomic Broadcasting and The Written in the Lost are not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, have an atomic time.
But I don't want to leave. I'm safe in here.
Just entertain yourselves.
You gotta use your head.
I don't lose your head, kid.
Don't get cocky.
I don't have any chickens.
Well, they're doing what I said, entertaining themselves.
Gonzo.
We're simple men. We can entertain ourselves
I
with
gifted you a chicken last year. What did you do with it?
What do you think I did with it?
What did you do with the
What do you
chicken?
think? I gave it to Gonzo.
Chicken
Oh, okay.
nuggets.
Wade.
That was a bad time to drink water.
I gave you a chicken. Why haven't you responded?